If you'd like to download this image, you can go to pixels.com and go and support the creator, go and show him some love, and you can download it for free. Get yourself the main image, so the image that you wanting to merge together. You want to left click on the lock to unlock it to be a layer. If you wanted to, you can press Ctrl J and get yourself a copy of it. In case anything happens, you can always refer back to the first one. The only problem with this is that the other half is grayscale, so what I've done is I've downloaded 2 different images and I'm going to merge these 2 together. So it's going to be 3 pictures in one. Try to keep it so it's on the same angle or the same view. So next up, you pretty much want to left click and drag this into a new area. So you get yourself a separate area. Left click on it to make it a layer, and then left click and drag this, and then you can let go once you are here. And there you go, now you have the image in its original size. So what we're going to do next is we're going to resize it. You can press Ctrl T to resize it, or you can go up here, show transform controls. This allows you to do it that way as well. So I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. You want to also hold shift while dragging the corners in. The reason for this is so you maintain the aspect ratio and it doesn't look like it's stretched. So pretty much drag it down to the correct size. Here's what you can do to make it easier for you. You can turn down the opacity here and you can see it both on top of each other. I'd say it is about there. So if I put this to 100%. Next up, what you want to do is you want to get the good old eraser tool right here, and you want to select the one with a feather and put the size to, let's say, like 100. If you want to increase the size normally or with a shortcut, you can use the square brackets on your keyboard and make it larger or smaller. So let's just erase this part right here because we don't need that part. We're going to make it a little bit smaller just in case. And we're just going to go around it like so. You just want to get rid of the parts that you don't want. So I don't really need the edges. You will never ever need the edges because that's what makes it look like it's another picture. So I'm just going to do this like so. I'm also going to keep previewing and make sure that it's on top of where I want it to be. You can always mess about with it, turn the opacity down, and so far it's not looking too bad. You want to get yourself a shape, so just get yourself any shape, hold shift, left click and drag it out, and then you want to go back to the main tool, the first one, and center the shape. The reason for this is because we can now get ourselves a guideline, and if you don't have the ruler at the top, you can press Ctrl and R. This will bring you the ruler, as you can see. And the ruler allows you to, if you left click and drag this, it'll give you a guideline. So you can get yourself a nice center guideline right here. Another thing that you can do, if you wanted to, you can press Ctrl T, and then you can hold Control and drag the corners out, and this changes the view of the image. So you can make it like so. Since we have this line, what we're going to do is we're going to actually move it over here instead, because that's where the lion's face is. Get the selection tool. You want to left click and drag this up to underneath the nose, and then you want to go back to the first layer, press Ctrl J, and then you want to hold shift and click the up arrow to move it up. You can hide this one if you want to. It makes it a little bit easier for you. And just use the eraser tool to go around it like so. And then unhide this one. Now that we've done that, we're gonna unhide this one and go back to the head, and we're just pretty much going to get the selection tool, left click and drag it out and delete half of the face. If you want to hide the guidelines, you can press Ctrl H. Going back to the razor tool, we don't need the part right here at the top. So this you can just easily remove. We don't need that part. For the nose, you want to make the eraser tool a little bit smaller, let's say about 80%, and then just go down it like so. Next up, you can either get rid of the hair or you can keep it, but if you want to get rid of it and keep it with the image, you can go to the selection tool. So if you go to the lasso tool, go around it like so, and then press Ctrl J, press Ctrl, click on this, go back to the first one, press delete, that separates it. So if you press Ctrl D now, you have it separated on a separate layer. Now keep in mind it will leave this shadow behind, so what you want to do is go back to the eraser tool and just get rid of the shadow so it doesn't appear anymore. And just set the hair to screen so it looks like it's blended using the eraser tool. There we go, we'll leave it right there. With this one we could just trim it down a little bit. Next up, we're going to change the style of the eraser by going to the down arrow and then going down to one of these effects right here. What this will do is it will make it look like the hairs have been cut, for example, like so. But you want to make sure you got it on a decent size and just cut it like so. Get another one that's a little bit smaller using these square brackets, just make it look bigger. You can even do it on this side as well if you find the right one. So for example this one. That's not looking too bad. We're going to go back to the original one and then make sure the lips are blended as well. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the water particles. We're going to go over to the healing tool. So what you want to do is you want to right click and click on the top one, and you want to press the end square bracket to make it bigger. And then literally all you got to do is select the bits that you want to remove. So for example, left click and drag this, and this just does the work for you. It's a lot easier. So as you can see, it's doing a really good job of removing the water particles. Okay, so now that we fixed this up, what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves the other image. So we're going to crop this one, drag it into a new area, left click on it, and then pretty much get the selection tool and drag the bit that you want. So I only want this bit here. So I'm going to press Ctrl J, I'm going to delete this one, and then I'm going to left click and drag this into the main project, which is right here. Another thing to do is, just in case, you can save your project now, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So just press save and then press OK. Press Ctrl T to resize it, make it a little bit smaller. And what we're going to do with this one is we want to match it to the other one. So once again, we have to match another one onto the image. To zoom in and zoom out, you hold Alt and use the scroll wheel to go up and down. Okay, so I feel like it is about here where the image is. Let's put this onto 100% and get rid of the bits that we don't need. So we definitely don't need the top half, so we can get rid of this straight away. We can keep the side bits if you wanted to. Definitely don't need the hair. Right there, like so. The nose, don't need that. We can get the guidelines back if you wanted to. Control H. Get the selection tool and press delete. You can press Control D to deselect it and then press Control H. We're going to get this to a length that we want it. So about here. We're going to remove the red lips, so we can go onto this one and just remove the top half. I'm going to keep that part there. So the way that I'm going to remove this blue is I'm going to get myself the sponge tool and then just remove the blue. And since we removed the blue, we can create a new layer and get ourselves a brown color. Let's say about this sort of brown color right around here. That's it. Just using the brush tool, just go around it like so. And then set this to hue. And you could turn it down a little bit or turn it up. We can also get the burn tool right here, and this will burn the areas which are more white. And you want to make sure you're selecting the beard and then just go around it like so. There we go, that doesn't look too bad. We just need to fix up the rough area with a beard right here, and for some reason we have a red. That's from here. We can press Control and click on this one, and then press Control J, and then press delete on that one. And there you go, that's cleared up the red bit. We're gonna go back to the razor tool and select another one of these effects. We can even select a brush if we wanted to, so for example this one, and just give it a little trim so it's more on the original one. Right, that's down here. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright, they look into my soul and it sparks my. Next up, you want to also get yourself a black color and then create yourself a new layer, put it on top of and then just put it on top of here. And set this one to soft light. Okay, so we are nearly done now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the bottom one, hold shift and click on the top one, create yourself a folder, press Ctrl J, so you have a backup, and then we're gonna convert this one into a small object. So now we can edit this if we go to the razor tool, left click on it. We're going to go to the healing brush tool, and we're pretty much going to fix up some of the other areas. So for example, this bit here, the hair, we don't really want this, and this bit here as well. So you just want to hold Alt, click on an area, and then let it follow. Same as here, we're going to make it a little bit smaller, select that area, and just follow it through. Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? can also fix up the nose and this just blends it even more. I'm gonna get another brown color, click on a new layer and then paint it on top. Okay, set it to color and then we want to get the eraser tool, select it on normal, make it a little bigger, just get rid of the edges a little bit and turn this one down a little bit just so it matches. So the color is about here. And yeah, we are pretty much done. So all you got to do now is press save. And what we're going to do is we're going to merge these two together. Get the eraser tool. If you want to, you can go to filter and then go to sharpen and then sharpen the image. But it looks fine as it is because it's a 4K image. You can also go to hue and saturation. And you can also go to brightness and contrast and get yourself some contrast to, let's say, about 21%. So now we're going to go to save as and we're going to get this into a PNG. Once press save, press OK, and you are done. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought of the video. I'll be making more videos in the future. Subscribe if you're new and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.